I made a mistake. And it is what it, like, I can't go back. Obviously, if I could go back, I would do it all over again. I would definitely not do what I did. But I literally can't go back and do anything different. The only thing I can do is move forward from here. I do owe you an apology, which you said the other night. Like, I do owe you specifically an apology because of what I did. Because I pushed you back, and that was never my intention. My intention was selfish. My intentions were not anything that had anything to do with you, essentially. And that's exactly what I got. I got a selfish reward, and that's not, like, I truly apologize to you for even putting you in that position.
Can I ask what reward did you get?
I didn't get a reward.
So you didn't, I mean, I'm asking that because you said I got a selfish reward, but if you didn't get a
Yeah, I
reward
got
at
my
all,
name dragged through the mud. I got 9 months later, and I can't even go in somebody's live without being blocked and without being found out, even when I'm not trying to hide. That's what I mean by a selfish reward. I didn't get a reward.
so the story that you told,
Got
I
spit
speak,
up,
I
chewed
mean,
out, and
I'm
thrown up
sorry,
on. That's what I
I'm
got.
sorry. The story that you told in my live, the very first day that you came into my live, where did you get that story from? Like, who, like, when you had this discussion with Steven, right? What exactly was the
Hmm.
discussion? Who came up with the story? Like, how did that all come about?
It wasn't even really a story that was given to me.
So you made it up.
Parts of it, yeah. I mean, some of it has to do with my own essay. If you recall, I've been essayed as well. Half of that has to do with, like, or I shouldn't say half of it. I mean, a lot of it has to do with my own essay. I shouldn't say half of it because I don't really know if it's even half. There are parts of that story that have to do with my own essay, yes.
So you weren't following this story at all? Like you just,
No, no, no. I didn't even know who either one of y'all were, honestly.
so I guess what I'm trying to
How would
understand
I
is
have
how,
found you, Palesa?
I mean, like anybody else, we scroll TikTok, we
Yeah,
find people. We
yeah.
scroll TikTok and find people, so it's not
I hadn't.
impossible.
So that's the thing. I had seen I Speak's content. I didn't stop for any of it because I like to watch funny stuff on TikTok. None of his shit was funny to me. It's all fucking boring, honestly. And
I
I'm not
feel
just
like
saying
you
that
had to
because of
know
the
something
situation.
though to create a story that would be so believable because you spoke on things that were kind of specific to his character. You even said at one point that he said something racial to you.
Mm-hmm.
So
It wasn't
it's
his
this,
character.
but it is. I speaks on race issues. His
It
arrogance
wasn't his
is very
character.
much in his
And it might
character.
be like, it, and he's not the only person with that arrogance, Palisa.
No, I know that he's not. I'm just trying to figure out how you came up with such a fantastical story if nobody told you what was going on and you didn't know what was going on.
Because it wasn't fake. It wasn't fake. That story, a lot of it, especially that part, has to do with my own story, Palisa. Where I grew up in New York, I'm not about to play the white victim, white women tears card. But I did not grow up in the best area for white people in New York. Ralphie grew up in a whiter neighborhood than I did. Okay? My thing is that arrogance, it has nothing to do with I Speak. He's not the only one with that demeanor, with that I'm better than you because look who I am kind of thing. He's not the only person like that. And I'm sorry that was so believable to his character. But he's not the only one like that. And I had listened to a little bit of your story before I came up. I was in there for maybe like 3 or 4 minutes before I even came up.
So when you contacted Stephen, so are you saying that he told you to just come up with a story and jump in her inbox and tell this story? And because you said on the live the other day that he said that he thought it would help my case.
Yes.
Well, how did that conversation go exactly? Can you break down that conversation for me?
I don't like the whole interview part of this, but I'll give you like I'll answer the questions you want. I didn't start any Tofia drama. I don't even know who Tofia is, or Tofia.
Well,
I don't know who that is.
Who is?
Tofia? Tofia?
Oh, I don't know either. Just
I
mean, I feel like we can ignore the comments. Just
Yeah.
It's me and you. Just me and you. So, yeah, can you tell
How do
me
I turn
like
it off?
how that conversation went?
It was just basically, he said he was, I don't know how to explain it. He said basically, if I come up, I tell this story, people have genuine hearts. They're going to follow if they feel sympathy and blah, blah, blah. And that's why he said that all these people that get on live and they just beg for money and they have this good old story, it's because people follow people who have like sympathy, I guess. Or you get followers with sympathy kind of thing. That's why everybody gets on live and they just like beg for all this money. Basically, he said that he felt, like your situation was a terrible one. And all you needed was somebody to come in and stand
No,
with
specifically
you.
a white woman though. Specifically, because you said in the live, he said a white woman would help.
I'm not like quoting him. I'm just speaking. Basically, you needed a white woman to come in and stand by your side. And after, everything happened, and I woke up the next morning and my face was plastered everywhere, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I thought of the first thing that would get me out of the situation, and that's, I don't know which side to pick. I'm gonna fucking flip the coin and play Uno reverse. Like, and obviously that was a shitty fucking idea. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
So you really flipped a coin to see a coin?
No, I
to
didn't.
see
No, I didn't. I
okay.
figuratively just, I flip-flopped. Like, that's all I mean by that.
And so you decided to lie on me. So at woman to woman, right? Because you said earlier we can speak woman to woman. Woman to woman, what made you decide to lie on the victim? Like,
I
why did
lied
you
on
choose to
both
go
of
with I Speak?
you.
Why did you choose to support I Speak? Because that's basically what you did.
But I
You
lied
went over
on
there and you
both
told
of
him
you, Palesa.
you told him that Tanya and I hired you to lie on him specifically. So what made you tell that lie?
Because I lied on both of you. And I was too deep into it, Palesa. Like,
No,
where did you want me to go after that?
No, I'm saying the very first day when you came out with your truth, right? You went and did the interview with I Speak. You told I Speak that Tanya and I hired you. You had this whole fantastical story. Where did the phone call come from? Because y'all had screenshots of private calls because the numbers weren't
Google.
showing up. But you were saying that these were
Google.
like, how did you come up with that lie? Like, so you just that just popped off
Google.
your head?
Literally Google. If I say I talked with you on a
I'm
private
sorry,
conversation or a private phone call, it was more
it's going in and
believable.
out.
And then everybody wanted proof.
It's going in and out, boo. Well, call everybody boo. I don't mean to call you boo, but it's going in and out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So,
Because after I said I had a private phone call with you, everybody wanted proof. Where the hell am I going to get a proof of a private phone call other than Google? I was in too deep. I was doing everything to keep my life straight. And now that I told the truth, like, the truth sets you free, literally. I'm just going to have a conversation with you and tell you exactly what happened, because I'm over it. Like, I came out, I said my truth, it got twisted. That has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm telling you what it was, and whether or not you believe it is completely up to you.
okay, so the night you came into my life, right, and you doubled down. You looked me in my face in front of all the people that were in the live, and you said, you hired me. We had a conversation. You did this, you did this, you did this. What made you choose to do that? And at the end of that, before you got off that live, you called out my address and you called for the Proud Boys to do their job. Like, where did all of that come from? Like, what did I
Because
do
you
to you
were
to do all of
dragging
that?
me and I was mad at you when your address was public, and you showed your address on there because you were talking about the FBI and this, that, and the third, and how they sent you this letter, or somebody sent you some letter or something, and the address was there. I don't even remember the address anymore, honestly, but not the point. Like, you showed your own address, and you said, oh, well, everybody else fucking has it. Oh, well, like, I don't care. Fuck them, blah, blah, blah. What are they going to do with it? They didn't do nothing with it yet. That's what you were saying. So I was like, fuck it. She don't care. Like, why should I?
Because you lied on me. Like, I mean, if
But you
somebody
don't
lied
care
on you,
about your
but
address,
wait,
Palesa.
no, I didn't show my address on purpose though. I didn't.
And then
I
after
didn't
you
show my
did,
address on purpose. I realized that I was showing my address because I was so fucking heated that night that I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. So I showed my address
okay,
accidentally. But my thing is
understandable.
like, you called for. I mean, you lied on me. So do I not have a right to be upset about that?
I never said you didn't, Palesa. I
But I'm
never
saying,
said
why
that.
would you go? But why would you go and double down? Like, if you really felt bad, if you really felt bad about what you were doing to a possible victim, right? Because you don't have to believe me. Nobody has to believe me. So maybe you don't even believe it, but you know that you lied on somebody that didn't do nothing to you. So if you know that you lied on me and you feel like I have a right to be upset, why would you come and double down? And then I know you said you don't want to make it a racial issue, but you called for the Proud Boys to do their job. You called out my address. You called for the Proud Boys to do their job. That's racial. That's a racist hate group. What did I do to you to do that? Well, like, I didn't do nothing to you. You lied on me, so I had every right to be upset. And I didn't dog or drag you. I don't do that. I don't do that to nobody.
I
We
just
can't hear. Oh,
don't.
your thing is going in and out still.
My whole thing, hold on. I definitely thought I blocked them. Anyways, um you're entitled to how you feel. You're entitled to your feelings, and I will never invalidate your feelings. Number one. I just when I get yelled at and constantly I guess I disassociate. I shut down. I don't want to have anything to do with you after that. That's why I wanted to sit here and have this whole conversation with you, because I'm able to think and process and say what needs to be said. How do I say it? I just you're allowed to feel how you feel, and you're allowed to, speak how you want. My only thing is how do I say it? So your address was already made public when everything came out. When I was doing it, your address was already public. People were already in Anthony's live spitting your address. everybody had already done it. It wasn't just me. I understand why you're picking it out that I did it as well, because obviously I was in your live and I was in his live and whatever. So I understand why you're doing that. I just want you to know that it wasn't just me doing it, and that doesn't make it okay that other people were doing it as well. But when that happened and people were saying it in the box, your response, Palesa, was, I don't care, everybody has it anyways, and nobody's done anything with it. So I was like, fuck it, she don't care, let's play a funny game. It wasn't a funny game. You have children, and I didn't know you had children when all that happened. Otherwise, I would have not fucking done it, because you have kids, and that's not fair, and Sorry. Can you hear me?
So can I ask another question? In the live the other day, you said that there was a person that you were in direct contact with, but there was no reason to mention their name. And this is my opinion. I feel like this lie that was told on me was not only fucked up, but it was very dangerous.
Of course.
And I feel like I'm owed the names of all the players in this situation. So who is that person that you didn't want to mention the other day?
You already know, Palesa, because after that live, you went live and you were saying the person's name, Palesa.
I need you to say it. This is your story. This is your truth. I need you to tell the truth.
I want to wipe my hands and wash them and be done with this. You have the person's name. Do with that what you will, which you feel is necessary to protect you, your family.
Okay, can you tell me the conversation you had with this person there? You ain't got to say their name. Just tell me how this conversation went.
Sorry, I can't see shit. You said what?
I said, tell me how this conversation went. You don't have to say her name, but just tell me how this conversation went.
If I said I don't want to say her name, why are you commenting it? So honestly, Palesa, like, I don't know, man. You're owed that. I mean, I feel like if you really feel remorse for this, I feel like if you really feel remorse for this, you would just speak your whole complete truth, speak all the players' names that are involved in this, and then wash your hands of it. Because I am the victim here. I didn't lie on you. You lied on me. I just feel like even with what I have said so far, it's still gonna get twisted. Like, that's the only reason, Palesa. Even when you were just in my live, everybody had.
Baby, everything I say gets twisted. I don't care.
And I don't.
This is me and you talking. This is me and you.
Yeah, and
you want to make this right. You say you want to make this
live.
You say you want to make this right. You say you want to speak woman to woman. Woman to woman would be a truthful conversation, an honest conversation, a vulnerable conversation. That would be woman to woman. This man sexually assaulted me, and this lie right here. I mean, do you know how long I've been being harassed on this app? Even before you came along. You added to that. You added 10 times more to that with that lie. I feel like you owe me the truth, the whole truth.
And I feel like I've given you the truth, Palesa, and you're just nitpicking now. And that's my opinion.
I'm asking you to tell me about the conversation you had with this person that you will not name. You ain't said nothing about that.
And that's my boundary, right?
You said you were going to answer any questions I had. Your boundary was to let you talk. I think I've been doing that. Those were your boundaries, to let you talk. I've been doing that. But you said you would answer any questions I had. Now you setting boundaries on questions. I don't feel like that's fair. I didn't lie on you. You lied on me. And I think if somebody lied on you like this, you would want to get the whole truth. The whole truth.
So Can we talk about that really quickly?
Go ahead.
So if I say I'm not comfortable doing something, that's me saying I'm not comfortable doing this, correct? Right or wrong?
I didn't say you had to. I spoke my opinion. I'm
I'm
entitled to
not
that,
saying
right?
that, Palesa.
I'm entitled to an
You
opinion, right?
are. And if
Because
I don't feel,
if I lied on you, I wouldn't put no stipulations on questions.
I just don't want to be in the middle of it because you and her situation is a very sticky one. And I don't want to be in the middle of two other situations that I don't have nothing to do with. I don't talk to her. I have no communication with her as of current. I do not want to be a part of whatever you and her have going on because it's sticky and I'm trying to get out of the damn situation I put myself in.
The only way to do that is to be honest, completely honest.
I don't feel like having a conversation with you about a conversation that I had with her is fair. I'm
It is
not
fair when
comfortable
the
with that.
conversation was about me. What do you mean?
Not
It is fair when the
necessarily,
conversation
Palesa.
is about me.
It wasn't really even about you, Palesa.
That makes no
It had
sense.
to do with
If
what
it
I was
wasn't about
going
me,
to
that
be
makes
doing.
no sense. That makes no sense. You said that was your direct contact in this whole situation. That's what you said in the live the other day.
You cut out what?
And this situation would be the situation where you lied on me. So I was the topic of that conversation, or else that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yes, I said you weren't the main topic of that conversation, but you had to do with it, yes. I just don't feel like putting myself in between two more people is going to do what my intentions are for this conversation. I don't feel
But you did
comfortable
that already.
with that. Can we move on, please? If I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm asking you, can we please move
Okay,
on?
anything else
That's up
you
to
want
you.
to tell me?
Just that I apologize to you. You owe that. You are owed that. At the bare minimum. You don't want my help. You
That's
don't
the
need my
minimum.
help.
That's the minimum.
Right. But is there any other questions that you have for me after this? Okay, so after this, my intentions are to get off of this live and go shower, number one, because I'm sweating and I'm hot and it's disgusting. Number two, I don't want to hear shit about this entire situation from here on out. If y'all want to have your little lives, if y'all want to block me so I don't see y'all lives, fucking so be it. Like, I don't have any intention on continuing this. I will leave you alone. I will not be in your lives if you do not want me there. If you want me there, have somebody share it with me. But I do not have any intention of doing any more with this conversation. Like, I want to be able to be in lives. I want to be able to be on TikTok. I want to just continue with my life. Like, that's just what it is. Hold on. I'm not protecting anybody. I just don't want to be involved in something that I'm not already involved in. That's just, if you feel like I am protecting her, Palesa, I apologize. But that's not my, like, I don't want to insert myself into new drama and be asked more questions down the line and open another book for something else to happen. I don't want it. That's why I'm setting my boundary. Not that I owe an explanation to my boundary, but I'm giving you one.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What don't you understand?
The audacity that you have to speak to your victim the way that you do. Like, it's like you are more concerned about what has happened to your life, but you don't. It don't seem like you really care what your lie did to my life. It's like you telling me get over it, cause I ain't
Respectfully,
talking about this
Palisa,
no more. I don't know. Like it really. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I ain't trying to argue with you. I ain't trying to talk over you. I'm just telling you how I feel as your victim. I don't feel like you're very remorseful for what you've done. I feel like you just want to move on, push it under the rug, let it go, and I'm not there. I'm not there because
respectfully, Palisa,
this was a very detrimental thing to do to somebody. And to do it and have all these demands and have all this audacity and have all this, defense, like I don't understand it. I couldn't treat nobody like that. I couldn't treat nobody like that. Woman to woman, I couldn't treat nobody like that.
I just don't know. Honestly, Palisa, I feel like I've given you all that I can now. I understand you feel like you are a victim of me and everybody else may see that as well. I personally don't see how you specifically are a victim to me. I understand I lied on you. Listen to me. No. I feel like you wanted to have a woman-to-woman conversation. You said as long as your boundaries are respected as well, we can have this conversation. At what point do I not get to add more boundaries? All because I don't feel like having a conversation about somebody else that's going to
we
put
done
me in the
moved on
middle
from
of...
that. I don't understand why we going back there. I done respected that and moved on. So why are we back there? I just told you how I felt about how this conversation just went. That's my opinion. That's my prerogative, right? That's my opinion. That's my prerogative, right? That's my right. So I don't understand why you coming back so defensive now. Because you should just respect that. I'm your victim. I don't care if you don't think I am. You lied on me. You lied on me and you caused a whole big fucking great ball of fucking fire on my life. And you gonna sit here and tell me I'm not your victim? Come on now, like you're just digging yourself deeper in the fuck you hole. Like, because it's not sounding very remorseful or apologetic. It sounded like fuck you. That's what it sounded like.
But is that what I said out of my mouth?
I can't help. It's not about what you said out of your mouth. It's the feeling that's coming behind the words. It's the connotation behind the words. It's the intent behind the words.
It's not the intent behind the words. It's the way you're misinterpreting it that's making you feel how you feel, right? Because I didn't personally say, fuck you and your feelings, Palisa. You don't get to have a conversation with me. I never said that. Those words never came out of my mouth.
Well, before you decided to have this conversation with me, you kind of did say that. You kind of did, because in the beginning of that live, and when I first came into that live, you were saying you were not going to have a conversation with me because you don't do anything but over talk and you don't listen and you twist my words. That's what you said. You didn't want to have a conversation with me in the beginning.
Right. And that's exactly how I felt, right?
That's your prerogative.
And every time I've tried to have a conversation with you, what has happened, Palisa? It's turned into
lied.
This. We don't see eye to eye. No, absolutely not.
The live that I had with you the other day was the most truth that you've told. Any conversation before that, you were looking me in my face saying that I did this.
Palisa.
You were looking me in my face saying I did this. So what did you expect? How did you expect me to respond to that? You lying on me in my face. How you expect me to respond?
You weren't supposed to be there, Palisa. I didn't want to have this conversation with you. The only reason I'm even having this conversation with you right now is because I felt I needed an apology.
Hold on.
That's so crazy. You don't know, Blaze. You literally know zip, zilch, zod, whatever about what's going on in my life. You know nothing, Blaze. Like, literally, I'm answering. This is why I don't want to have a conversation with any one of y'all. Like, because y'all don't know how to take what I say and take it for how I said it. Y'all like to take what I said and run with it.
Yeah, are y'all there?
With it, like, say what you want, bro. Okay,
My bad, I don't
cool.
know what just happened.
Go back to Police's live, Blaze. I don't need you here. Nobody works for anybody. Like, say what you want. And honestly, Palesa, I'm going to say exactly what I just said because they're going to run, oh, she was talking hot when you got off her live. If you want to feel how you feel and take what I said and say how it made you feel, take it, look in the mirror and cry about it. Because I'm saying what happened. Y'all don't really care about my side of it. You want to take it and flip it for your narrative. And I'm not allowing that. I'm not going to allow you to take something and put my name into a whole nother situation that has nothing to do with me. You and Tanya, that's got to do with you and Tanya. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm staying out of it.
I don't have shit to do with Tanya, so I don't know what you mean by that.
Not now, but you and her situation is a weird one, and I don't want to be a part of it.
What do you mean it's a weird one? Her and I what about our I met her on TikTok just like you meet anybody else on TikTok. So what situation?
I don't want to be a part of it, Palesa. That's it.
So what are
Leave
you
it at
talking
that.
about? That's what I don't
That's
understand.
it.
What are
I
you
don't
talking
want to be a
about?
part of it. The reason I'm not telling you and answering your questions about what me and Tanya talked about is because I don't want to and I don't have to. That's why.
Okay, I left that alone a long time ago, so I'm trying to figure out why you so hot about that right now. I ain't mentioned it again. I let you have your piece. You said you didn't want to talk about it. I let it go. So why are you so hot about it right now?
Because there's too many people, and do
I
you
thought
see
you
my
weren't.
face? How
We
red
ain't
it
supposed to
is?
be reading the comments, girl. We ain't
And you
supposed to be
got off,
reading the
and I got to
comments.
read in the comments. You got off, and I got to read in the comments, and they in the thing going crazy. Your friend over here talking about she still works for Patrick and blah blah blah. I don't fucking even like Patrick. He beats his kids. Like, why do I want to be a part of that? Make it make sense.
So can I ask another question? I mean,
Yes, sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that.
so you've never had like other after until okay, because you had to have had a conversation with Ice Speed, but
No.
before you got in my you did though, because y'all talked about it on the live. Y'all talked about having conversations offline on the live. Remember, because you told him about how I lied. I paid me and Tanya paid y'all to lie on him.
And you want to
But
know where I talked to him? The
but before you
screenshots from
came
the
into my live,
Instagram that
did you
I
not
sent
have
him.
any conversation with him at all?
Before I came into your live the first time? No.
Okay. So how long after he plastered all your information online did you have a conversation with him?
He plastered everything sometime overnight because I woke up and it was everywhere, and I had a message from Ralphie asking questions and shit, asking if that was me or whatever. And then that night, I think, I don't know, it was fucking 9 months ago now. You're gonna quote me and say I'm lying about it because how did this match up with this? I don't know. It was that night or a few nights after. I don't know. It's fucking
So
back in
what was that?
September.
Can I ask what that conversation was about?
He
How
has
that
all the
conversation went?
screenshots. He literally has the screenshots on his page. You want to know what happened? As soon as I woke up, I saw that my face was plastered everywhere. I had messages from Ralphie. My face was everywhere. Like what do you want me to say? Like, and my phone's on 2% in case anybody. My phone's on 2%. If it dies, it dies. I'm not coming back on until probably 3 o'clock when my husband goes back to work. I'm not even supposed to be on this shit now.
So when you got in, like, So when you and I speak spoke, did you start out lying on me or did you try to tell him the truth? Like, what? How did that go? I mean, did you at least try to tell him the truth or did you just start out lying on me?
I have no idea. You could probably see it in the messages. I have no idea. I can't even tell you like what day that was even. I remember like the gist of what I said, but I can't quote word from word because I don't have a
I mean, just
photographic
give me the
memory. I
gist.
do
Just,
apologize.
just give me the gist if that's all you got.
I have no idea. I know that I told him that I bit off more than I can chew. I remember that part because that was plastered everywhere. I remember saying that I can't handle my face being everywhere, and Ralphie's a fucking liar. I remember that. I remember saying that I'm pretty sure that you paid me, but I don't remember if there was anything before that or that you said your supporters were going to gift me, I should say. I don't know.
Where
I
did the
don't like. I
Cash
don't
App
remember
lie
what
come
else.
from?
Huh?
Who came up with the Cash App lie?
I have no idea. I don't even remember the first time that I said anything about Cash App. I don't even know if I personally said anything about a Cash App.
And yet you did. You said that you were told that you would get a bunch of Cash Apps in my live because I get a bunch of Cash Apps. So who told you that?
34 seconds on the clock is crazy. My phone is literally at 1%. Not y'all counting down. Y'all counting down to the seconds that my phone shuts down?
Can you tell me who told you that you would get a bunch of Cash Apps in my live?
I have no idea, and I'm not about to just throw a name out there just so it fits your narrative. Like, I need to, like...
Oh, I'm
need
not
to be
trying to
able to
create a
go
narrative,
through.
babe. I'm trying to get the narrative from you. You
You
know the
already
story.
got the
I don't.
narrative, baby girl. Like, what more do you want?
The answers to the questions I don't know. I mean, obviously.
I mean, that was never, like... Okay. Right, they gonna say
What the
that I
comments
lied
saying,
and
girl?
ran, like...
What the
Huh?
comments saying, girl? Because you just keep reading them. I thought this was supposed to be a conversation between me and you, but you just keep
It is a
reading the comments.
conversation with us,
It
but
must be
you...
popping over there, girl. What they saying?
10 years later is crazy. I don't know. They just over here talking. At the end of the day, like, I know how you're about to flip this and run with it. So, I mean, what more can I say to
How
you?
I'm about to tell me how I'm about to flip it?
Guess what?
How
Guess
am I
what,
about to
Palesa?
flip
I
this?
stopped
Tell me.
caring about your questions when you didn't respect my boundary and try to make me feel uncomfortable so that it could fit your narrative, and I'm not doing it no more. So that's why I'm reading the comments. Truth be told. I'm not gonna let you just sit here and bully me after I said, like, I'm
Bully
not
you?
answering a conversation about that.
You
Like, I'm not
are
doing
you
it. And then you
serious?
try to make
I
it sound
bullied you
crazy.
today. So I've been bullying you.
When I was trying to tell you that I don't want to have a conversation with her, you try to make me feel bad, like I just owe you
No,
everything about
I
my
can't
life.
make you
Like, I
feel.
don't.
No, baby. Didn't you just say that's your perception, right? That's how you took my words. Ain't that what you just said to me? That's how you took my words. I spoke how I felt and I let the shit go. You keep simmering back over there, right? So what is it that you really want to get off your mind? Because you don't want to keep going back to
I
it.
wanted to get up here and apologize to you and have a conversation with you, but all you want to do
Okay,
is
so
drag this
talk.
on and
What part of the conversation do you think you haven't
get your
had
con.
yet? I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you say what you want to say, ma'am. Go ahead. Say everything you want to say. What happened? Can y'all hear me? What's going? Like, is it froze? Oh, her phone died. Oh yeah, she did say it was about to die. So I'm gonna go on and disconnect. She can reconnect, I guess, whenever. On up. So Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm back. So, I mean, wow. I mean, like, wow, wow. What do you mean, why don't I proceed with courts? Why do y'all come in and ask these stupid ass questions? Or why don't y'all come in and ask, like, so what's being done? Like, who are y'all anyway? Obviously, you don't even know what the hell's going on. Oh, Lord have mercy. This shit is ridiculous. I'm good. I'm good, y'all. I just, oh my God. I have never in my life. So now, it's right there, baby. You can't see? Exactly, Letitia. Like, no, the box ain't off, I creep. I just didn't have.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you.
Whew, I just wanted to collect my thoughts because now I know exactly what a lot of this is. I want you to talk first. I don't want to, speak over you. So you can.
I don't
I
want to
want you
talk
to
about
talk
it yet.
first.
I don't know if we're done yet. I don't even want to talk about it yet. Not really. Because her phone died. So I don't want her to think
Okay.
I'm
Well,
taking this, spinning her narrative. So I want her to be
I was
completely
gonna talk
done
about
before
it.
I say anything. Huh?
I was gonna talk about it, and I don't want to mess nothing up. But like, I already know exactly what a lot of this is. Is making sense from the Zoom call. Everything, it's all making sense. And I'm trying to hold my thoughts because there was some people in the comment section that was missing some of the stuff that she was saying. But it's all making
Palesa.
sense. And for me, I'm gonna play that Zoom call, at least my part of it, because that's how this all ties into that. And I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Ooh, I want to say something so bad. I'm gonna be quiet.
I call VS on everything that's going on because this is performative. Because to me, I felt like she really didn't want to apologize. Because if you
Can
were
y'all do me a
sincere
favor
and
and mute if you're not talking? I just don't want nobody's background noise to interfere. But hey, everybody that just came up on the panel. Hey, 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 hey,
hi,
hey.
Palesa, I'm
And
sorry.
I don't know how people, I don't know the order, but y'all just, uh, give everybody a chance to speak. Don't forget that we got other people up here. Let everybody get a chance to speak. But y'all go ahead in the order that y'all want to.
Yeah,
I think
but
Apple was already speaking. Go ahead, baby.
yeah, I find it kind of messed up of how she was talking to you and how you gave her grace and then
Right.
wants to flip it on you. And to
Thank y'all
me,
for the gift.
she is not apologetic to me. If you're laughing while you're talking and you're saying all this, that means nothing to me.
Well, I
And
mean, she
then
did tell me I'm not her victim. I'm not a victim of hers. So she doesn't even, I don't know. She doesn't even, how can you be remorseful for something that you don't even believe you've done? You don't believe you victimized me. So what exactly are you apologizing for?
that's and and I know people were saying that this is not about a black and white thing. To me, it is.
It absolutely is.
It is. And if you were not there and not in that situation, who are you to tell me what happened? I don't care who you are.
I mean, she said herself that manager dude, whoever she contacted, told her that her being white and corroborating my story would help me. So she had to know that lying on me would do the exact opposite, right?
Exactly.
Can I say something real quick? So,
And then she lied the other day in the live and said she didn't even know who the Proud Boys were, but then she admits to doing it today.
when I went over to her comment, TV Head was over there, like, she gonna flip the narrative on you, and she gonna twist things to how she wanted to, and that's where that narrative stuff came from, because TV Head was over there pushing that. That's why people need to stay the fuck out of conversations that they don't understand. That lady lied on you.
Exactly.
Had this whole app going crazy, talking about, so you paid a white woman to lie on a black man.
I mean, let's not forget, I Speak has gone on to do interviews and say that I hired a white woman to Carolyn Bryant him.
Exactly.
But you don't want to talk about the racial issue that this has caused, like.
Exactly.
That's why I said I don't understand the audacity you have right now towards your victim, like.
But we have to also remember she's a white woman at the end of the day, so she's not gonna be.
Well, I do remember. I just wanted
I'm
it to
not
be
talking about you.
displayed
I'm talking about
in
everybody
4K.
that was. No, I'm saying for everybody that's losing sight of how she's acting the way she's acting. We have to remember this is a white girl who was sent to prey upon police. We have to also remember that when she even said that, police, you remember I was SA, I'm not going to say she wasn't SA, but that wasn't what this was about.
And I didn't know nothing about her being SA, so I don't even know why she threw that. Well, we know why she threw that out there, but.
Exactly. So she was throwing out different little stuff for woe is me sympathy. And when I noticed that TV Head was over there, I said one thing, she hurried up and blocked me. It's okay, because karma is the mother that's gonna come back. So while I speak to him about him, he hope that people never get a good night's rest. You not gonna get another good night's rest. Everybody who played part in this, going from the very beginning to what happened to police, all the way up in all of these monkey wrenches y'all throwing in, is gonna come back tenfold, and believe that in the end, police is gonna be still standing tall, and we still gonna be standing beside her. Period. Police.
I love us.
You remember at the graduation, what did she say?
You just said it in the comment section the other day, girl. Don't do me like that.
I am necessary.
Yes,
we are
I am necessary.
We necessary because we are going to be the ones to change this culture. We are necessary. Yeah, it's going to be so many rocks thrown at us. It's going to be situations where we feel like giving up, but we can't. We got to beat up for each other, hold each other up. Yes, we're going to have moments where the families have squabbles, what family don't. But at the end of the day, this will not defeat us because we are necessary.
Well, thank you, boys.
I love us. Cool. I love all of us. And we're going to get through this. But just know,
hey, everybody, come.
Every dog has its day. And trust me, we're going to be good in the end. But those who preyed upon, they're going to have to answer to this. And trust me, our ancestors do not play. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you, sis.
What I wanted to say is that, hello?
Can I go after Ms. Butter?
Go ahead, Butter.
What I want to say is a couple things. Did you catch when she said, "I'm sorry if you think I'm trying to protect her"? Did you catch that?
Uh-huh.
And my other thing I want to say is, so she can victimize you and expect you to accept and apologize with no boundaries. So What are you doing? Like, that is not an apology. You're truly remorseful, then, yeah, because if you're you're going to answer that victim's questions because you're trying to show them that you are remorseful and you are so sorry. Right. And whatever I can do to fix this, I'm here trying to fix it.
Right.
So she was not trying to fix anything. She's just trying, now she try to flip it and pretend to make it look like she's the victim. Well, I try to apologize and you didn't want to accept that. You don't have to accept that. She's the one that messed all this up. It's on her. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you, Butter. Go ahead. What happened to City Cat? And
Hey, babe. So, I have to apologize because I was hanging out with my neighbor friends. You know, we're doing a little barbecue here, so I was kind of just like a body in a room kind of thing, but I really wasn't paying attention to what was being said, and so I'm a little bit lost. Like, I saw the beginning when she was on live with Sobi, and she was talking about like she would talk to you. But she was like putting up some boundaries as if she has any fucking rights to say boundary, put any fucking boundaries. But that's all I got. So, but then I saw in the comment sections, you know, I looked over at the comment sections because I was screen recording, and honestly, I don't even know if I got the screen recording because